Hey everyone, thanks for joining. This is TNT with Coach Joanna here. If you are taking this class and you have some equipment around, that would be probably beneficial for you to get the most out of this workout. So an option for our arm workouts today, I have soup cans. You can use filled water bottles, or if you have some lighter weights, it could be anywhere from 2 to 5, 8 pounds, let's say. If you also want today, you don't have to, but we also might be using our gliders. You could use paper plates, or you could also not use anything. Socks, depending on, or a hand towel if you are on like not carpeted floor. Another thing as an option I will be utilizing today is my couch. So if you have a couch or something nearby, maybe a coffee table or something sturdy, even a chair would also work great for that. So those are some options for today's workout, some equipment that you want. We're going to go through a quick warm up and then we're going to go right into our workout. We're going to really try and target our glute and our posterior chain today. So that's everything in the back of our body. That's our posterior chain. We're going to make ourselves nice and strong. That is the backbone of our body, right? We want to strengthen all these muscles, make sure we're nice and strong. We have so many strong muscles there, and from sitting all day, we got to make sure that we are, making sure that we're strong, because after sitting all day, we don't use those muscles as much. So these are some equipment that you might need. Just again, a refresher for those who are joining live, something for your upper body, arms, maybe plates or gliders, and utilizing the couch today. All right, starting with our warm up. Jumping jacks, just getting the heart rate up, doing our arms, or marching in place, whatever works for you. Starting in 10 seconds. Marching, jumping jacks, whatever it is. You can do a skip, works for me. And go. I'm gonna do the skippy marches in place. Warming up my shoulders. Getting that heart rate up. Again, you can go into jumping jacks. And just warming up. Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you're having a happy and great Wednesday morning if you're joining live. A few more seconds. And rest. All right, we are going to go right into our hand walkout. So straighten our legs. We're going to walk out to a high plank. Ready? And go. Walk on out, high plank. We're going to hold here, nice and strong. Go through down dog, press through our palms, and walk back. We're really stretching those hamstrings, stretching those calves. And then we're also warming up our shoulders here. Getting our head through our shoulders, nose to toes. I'm pressing my palms in to walk back. I'm warming up that upper body. And then I stand between. Keep it going. All the way out to that high plank. And stand. Few more. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're going to go out to that high plank, and we're going to do and work on our shoulders, make them really bulletproof. So first part, you can go high plank or even tabletop. We're going to pinch those shoulder blades back together and then spread them apart. You want to pinch so you can hold like a penny between your shoulder blades. So we're going to pinch shoulder blades, hold that penny, and then spread them apart, really press through the ground. Shoulder blades go far, far away. Pinch them together, spread them apart. Keep working on it. Pinch together, spread far apart. Pinch together, and spread. Keep it going. Holding for about a second or two in each position. Our elbows are locked out. And we're just moving the shoulder blades, the chest through to the ground and up. Awesome. Take a rest, stretch out those wrists. Maybe we do a little wrist stretch here because we're going to go back up into a plank. When we go into plank, we're going to do reaching opposite arms. If a plank is too hard, go into that quadruped bear hold, 1 inch off the ground. Make sure our feet are nice and wide and alternate that reach. Reaching with the thumbs, just from the arms. Join me now if you haven't already. Whew, keep it going. Warming up those shoulders. My shoulders are beat from all the other workouts, but we're not getting any rest today. Sorry. And rest right now. Awesome. Shoulders, last piece. Like I said, a lot of our posterior chain today. So we're going to get on our back. Just do our simple glute bridge hold. Nothing else crazy to it. On our backs, knees bent. Hips go up and hold. Really try to, when you're here, drive those heels away without actually moving the feet. Right? So we're really focusing on the heel pressing down and away to get those hips lifted. And then we're just holding. If you feel like you're using your arms too much to hold yourself up, get those hands to the sky. And keep holding. Only a few more seconds left. Contemplate your motivation for today's workout. Now's the time in these holds and rest. Take a quick minute. Make sure you have anything else that you might need for today before we go into it. That wraps up our warm-up. But as I mentioned, make sure you have motivation before you go into any workout. Really think about it. Sometimes we don't really want to be here in the morning. Sometimes that bed feels really comfortable. But getting out is an accomplishment. Showing up to class is an accomplishment. Even if this is later in the day, leaving your work and coming here, that's an accomplishment. Just find that motivation. What's bringing you here? Find your why. Why do you want to be here? Why do you want to work out? Why is this important to you? Why is it important for you to be healthy? Think about that and go down that train sometimes. It's really important and good to do that. All right, now we're going to go. We did that glute bridge hold. We're just going to go into simple glute bridge marching. So on our back, we're going to our lower body. Like I said, posterior chain work. So we're going to start again on our back. Our feet are going to be up. I'm going to face this way actually. And we're going to march our feet in the air while keeping one leg down. So our hips are always up. We're going to march. When we do this, try not to, as much as possible, let your hips shift either way. If your back is really tight this morning, it might be a little bit challenging, but like me, I feel like I'm feeling that today, to do that single leg position. But we got this. We're going to start in 5 seconds. Heels down, 2, 1, hips up. Keep your hips up, keep one leg up, and then bring the other leg down, right? Marching and alternating, only 45 seconds here. That's all we're doing today for this movement. And then we're gonna switch to another movement, so stay with it. Keep those hips high as you can. We wanna be nice and long from our knee to our shoulders. Keep it going. We're going to be working hard today. I want you to feel it in the muscles. Feel the burn. This is TNT for, what it's worth. There's a reason. And rest. Awesome. Get a quick stretch in. Bring those knees to the chest because we are going into a single leg glute bridge. That means one leg stays in the air now. One hip up. And we're going to go now. I'll tell you when to switch legs. Single leg to start. Really pressing that heel down, getting that hip as high as we can. Again, trying to make sure we're not shifting left and right. Stay with it. and switch. Other leg down, other leg up, hips up. You got this. Stay with. And rest. If you have those gliders or that paper plate, we're going to put that on our heels. We're going to extend our feet out long. If you don't have those, we're just taking little baby steps in our glute bridge to extend our legs out long and walking them back in. All right, and go. Hips up. Extend the legs nice and long. Bring it back in. Hips up. Extend, pressing those heels down, 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 and away. Our body lowers. Stay with it. Hips up and extend. Try and get both feet going at the same time, extending away at the same time, or same rate. We don't want one leg to shoot out too fast, and the other one to be left behind. Stay with it. Hips up, extend on out. And rest. All right, roll over to your one side. We are going to do a sideline glute bridge. So what that means is our knees are bent, and our knees are in front of our body. And then our elbow is going to be holding underneath our shoulder. When I say go, we're gonna press through this bottom outside of the foot into the ground, and we're gonna lift our hips up. As we do that, we're gonna lift one leg up, so we're letting a lot of gravity hold onto this bottom leg. My hip comes off the ground, and as I do, if I was extended legs, I would be in this side plank. This time, my knees are bent, and my one leg is coming up. So it's here and here, and I'm gonna come back down. Here and here, come back down. We're just working that outside bottom leg. All right, we'll do 45 seconds on the single leg, switch over, do the other side. 2, 1, and go. Hips up, raise. If you want to get some shoulder work here too, extend that arm out in front and pull that shoulder blade back. All right, we're not lifting this leg too high. It's just staying in line. Everything's moving. And if you can pat your head and rub your tummy, it's kind of what we're doing here. Pulling that shoulder blade back as we lift up on this single leg. We should be feeling the burn in our glutes and hamstrings today. And we got another round of this. So don't worry, we'll be getting to it. 3, 2, 1, flip over to the other side, same thing. Elbow under the shoulder, knees bent, pressing through that bottom foot, outside foot. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Lift and raise. We're pressing through that bottom foot and that bottom knee, right? We're pressing those into the ground as we lift our hips side and back down. I'm pulling my shoulder blade back, imaginary pull from the side, pulling it back. Like a bent over row. We're just warming up that shoulder blade for what's to come, right? Stay with it. We're over halfway there. You got this, guys. 10 more seconds. Try and get as many reps on this side as you did the other. And rest. Awesome job. We're gonna go through this one more time, but we're gonna have some options. So if you have that couch nearby or that coffee table or even a chair, we're gonna use that to increase this for the second round. So what I mean by increase, I mean we are going to go into our glute bridges with our feet elevated, right? You can either do that or you can go as another option. So this would be an in-between work. My shoulder blades are going to be on the couch and I'm going to lift my hips up high. So I'm going to reverse tabletop, right? So that would be next step. If that's really easy for you, we're going to switch around and you can join me here with our heels on the couch, 90 degree with our knees and thighs, and lifting up, glute bridge to the sky. All right, either one works. If we had time for a third, which we might, we'll do it. All right, starting in 10 seconds. I think we can do it. 3, 2, 1, and go. Hips up high, come back down. No matter where you're laying on the ground or with the glute bridges, you want to get those hips up high, as high as you can to be that straight line. Pushing those heels down, lift up. Stay with it. Starting to feel the burn. Lots of leg work, back to back. And rest. Awesome job. We're going to do the same thing. This time, we're going to elevate that single leg. So, using, again, if you're on the couch, single leg, one leg stays up, one leg comes down. We're just doing a single leg version that way, or reverse. One leg stays on the couch, one leg doesn't, right? We're gonna do one leg for half the time, and then on my switch, we're gonna switch. All right, make sure we're 90 degrees. One leg up, and go. Press through that single leg. Stay with it. And switch. Other leg down, other leg up. Oh yeah, feeling this in my hamstring. Stay with. And rest. Awesome job. Shake it out, stretch it out, whatever you need to do. Just take a nice gentle stretch forward. We need to not just work these muscles, but we also need to lengthen and stretch them as well. All right, bring those heels in. Our next part, if you want, again, this is the second round, so we're elevating it, our work here, but you don't have to. You can do everything we did in the first round. So our next part is just doing a single leg side lift. Again, you can be on that side, or you do that glute bridge side, or you can kind of lift up, be more on that couch. So this bottom leg's not really working. It's kind of just holding you here. This top leg is what we're working. So we're coming down to the ground, and then we're lifting up side leg, right? Make sure it's to the side. Our feet are facing forward. Knees are facing forward. All right. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna do one side, and then we're gonna do the other. You don't have to be on the couch either. You can be on the ground. And go. So I'm bringing it down and lifting up, squeezing at the top, making sure my heel and my foot are raising, right? If you had like some weights on your feet, you might feel it. Being elevated on the couch, we're gonna do one side and then switch to the other, really helps our leg go all the way down, kind of go underneath that plane, and then lift back up. Only a few more here. And then we're gonna switch to the other side. Working those hips and legs, those joints, and rest. Other side, same thing. Come back. Bringing our bottom leg, just holding, top leg comes down and up. And go, down and up. For this If I'm on the ground, I'm gonna lift up high to the sky so I get this nice angle, so I'm in like a side plank or a side leg glute bridge still, and I'm just lifting that top leg. I want my feet flexed, not pointed. Whew, I'm feeling it. I hope you guys are too. Stay with it. And rest. Awesome. Next part, we're gonna drop our glute stuff. We're gonna go into our arm workout. This time we're gonna be laying onto the ground face down. So I might sound a little funny for this, but for the first part, we are going to be forehead pressing down on the ground as hard as we can. We're gonna have our hands out to a T, right? And then we're gonna bring our hands, just our hands, keep our elbows where they are, hands in. So we're at this nice 45 or 90-degree angle of our entire forearm to bicep. Kind of like when a football makes a field kick, you know, that's what we're doing. We're doing the field goals here. Once we're here, I want us to lift our arms up off the ground, and what we're gonna do is just, our palms are gonna press back, and that's it. We're just moving and rotating the hands back and back down, but our elbows stay lifted back. My forehead's gonna be on the ground the entire time, and that's all we're gonna do for the first part. We're gonna stay here. All right, so arms out into that field goal, head down, 2, 1, lift up, arms up, and then pull and just rotate the palms back, right? Working on that gravity against a rotator cuff. Really doing some shoulder rotations. Doing awesome. Stay with it. Should be showing you guys my other side, my strong side. Oh no. Whew. It's gonna burn. And rest. Shake it out. Stretch it out. We're gonna do the same thing, except instead of pulling our back of our hands back, what we're gonna do, instead of pulling it back, our elbows come up, we're gonna extend out to a T, come back to that goal post. Out to a T, back to a goal post. Ready? And go. Elbows up, extend out to a T, come back. T, come back. Stay with it. We're gonna do this for half the time. Shoulders should be starting to feel the burn. Next, I want you to put your hands behind your head, gently behind your head, still shoulders lifted. We're gonna pull elbows back, butterfly those elbows. Butterfly them. On the back, squeeze the back together. Stay with. Stay with it, come on. And rest. Awesome. Stretch it out here. What we're gonna do, arms overhead, back extension, pull those lats down, right? We're getting a lot of that back posterior chain here, I said. And go, we're gonna lift up, arms are lifted, pull back for that lat pull down like a pull up, extend back to a Superman, and relax if you need between. If not, you're staying here and you're pulling down, extend. Pull down, extend. You should be joining me. Stay with it, come on. Feel the burn. Stay with, almost there. Pull it down. Squeeze those elbows back down towards your hips. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Moving on up. So if you have those soup cans or if you have those dumbbells, we are using those now. We are going to go into a bent over row, and then as we do that bent over row, so bring those shoulder blades onto our back, elbows are close, pulling those hands as far back as we can. We're gonna extend that tricep, right? So we're gonna pull back, extend, back down, pull back, extend. Going for as many as you can. Ooh, no. All right. If you want, and this row is easy to you, I want you to do 2 kickbacks before you do a row. Choice is yours. And go. 2 kickbacks or 1, bring it back, bent over row. Stay with whatever you kind of need to work on here. This workout is yours, so make it yours. Make it challenging for you. There's so many different variations that we can do for each person, right? If you need to slow it down, slow it down. If you need to go heavier or lighter, if you don't even need to use weights, you just need to squeeze those muscles to kind of get all the benefit of these workouts and these movements. And then rest. Stay here where we are. This time, we're gonna fly those elbows out. So my elbows are gonna be slightly bent, and we're gonna lift our elbows in the back of our hands at the same time. All right, so stand up if you need, rebend, and go. We're doing a reverse fly, or chest, or not chest fly, or reverse fly here. Bringing those shoulder blades again onto the back, elbows fly on out. You got this. I told you we're gonna feel the burn here. I wasn't lying. You should be feeling it. We're working all these muscles in different ways, but they are getting some work today. Whoo! Three, 2, 1, shake it out. We're gonna shake it out by doing the reverse, just our reverse curl, bicep curl. Arms are down to the side. We're gonna bring it up to our shoulder blades and back down. I want you to feel the resistance going up though. So when you feel that resistance, intense muscles up, and then I want you to go nice and slow going down, right? We have 45 seconds, so let's get to work. All the way up, nice and slow, slow all the way down. I want you to really extend it up and down, all right? Our hands are nice and straight, palms facing each other for this one. Stay with, nice and slow. Make sure your core is engaged, your glutes are squeezed, so we have a nice balance here. No one's going to come by and be able to push me over. And rest. This time I want you to bring those palms to the sky. If you already started the first one that way, bring the palms facing each other, right? And we're just going to do the same thing. I want you to go extra slow on the way down though, right? And go. So press up to the shoulders, extend 1, 2, 3, down. Pull up, 1, 2, 3, extend down. Good. Keep that 3 count till we extend those arms all the way down. Just getting a little burn here. Little bicep curl. This is great for when we're practicing those food eating contests. Just kidding. When you bring that food to the mouth and back down, we gotta have strong biceps, right? Maybe picking up children. This is where we kind of do it, right? And rest, shake it out. Awesome job, guys. That was our upper body and lower body work. We're just gonna end on a quick little core burner, and then we're done for today. So we're gonna lay on our back. Feet are gonna start in the air, and we're just gonna do one single leg drop at a time. So all the way up, your hands could be behind your head, they could be at your side, whatever you want, feet to the sky. And go. So we're gonna keep our feet to the sky. I like to keep my head lifted, and we're gonna drop single leg at a time. We're not gonna let it touch the ground though. So we're just gonna go to like 6 inches and pull it back up, right? 6 inches, pull it back up. Nice and controlled here. But don't worry, it's gonna get harder. Just keep going. On my go, we're going to scissor kick these. We're gonna let them pass each other in the air. Ready? And go. Kick and control. No leg touches the ground. They're just scissor kicking right here. Stay in the air. Keep going. Stay with. Keep going. Whoo! Feel it? Few more seconds. And rest. Stretch it out. Bring those knees in. Nice quick hug. Don't worry, we're not done. We're not done at all. All right, we're gonna go, hands can be at your side or underneath you. We're gonna go right into that 6 inch or kind of like an 8 inch maybe, 6 to 12 inch hold. Feet out long, join me, keep holding. Whew. Legs, core should be burning now. If it's not, lucky you. All right, 45 degrees, hold that leg, 45 degrees out, not a full 90, right to that 45, hold, hold. Keep holding. All right, back down to 6 inches, keep holding 6 inches. "45 degrees, come on, don't hold off. Keep going, we're almost there. And rest. Woo. Stretch it out, reach overhead, stretch that core, flip over to your belly, and lift, pressing those hips forward. Great job there, guys. Our shoulders are probably really feeling it, so we're gonna do one stretch for our shoulders. That's really, really great. It's pulling that shoulder blade away, kind of like with that warm-up that we did with the bulletproofing our shoulders. But this time, what we're gonna do is be in our quadruped position. We're gonna take our one arm, reach it up, stretch, twist that spine. And then we're gonna take our palm facing up, thread it through underneath our arm, and then drop our head, drop our shoulder. Try and reach this arm as far away as possible to get that shoulder stretch. Maybe reaching it far away, pressing the back of the palm in. And then I like to use this other arm either to help twist my spine or to the sky. Right? We're really twisting here. Breathing through that back shoulder blade. Deep, deep breaths. And then gently coming on up. Same thing, other side. Reach that one arm up, thread it underneath our other arm, drop the head, drop our shoulder, press the back of the palm into the ground, and twist the spine, really lengthening our arms either way. We got a crybaby. I don't know if you guys can hear. Four-legged crybaby. And gently come on out. All right, flipping over. She knows it's the end of the class. Just getting our glutes and our hamstrings because we did a lot of work there. So I like to cross my one leg over. We're doing that piriformis stretch, bringing our one leg in, and then just sitting up nice and tall. The key on this move is lengthening that back. We can be here and not really feel it as much, maybe feel it a little bit, but as soon as you lengthen that spine and bring that chest to the sky, kind of let that belly button get some sun, you're gonna really feel it a little bit stronger into this stretch. Few deep breaths, and then switch. Other leg out, other leg forward, and do the same thing. Lengthen that spine. Maybe we don't bring that foot in as close as we did on the other side, especially if you're tighter here, like I am. Whew. Feel it. All right. And that is it for today. Do whatever you need to do to stretch. Oh, no. Yep, that was the go-ahead. Very smart girl here. Thank you guys for joining me for TNT, which is Tighten and Tone. I'm Coach Joanna. I can't wait to see you guys again. And then Griffey here says hi as well. Have a good one. Take care.